Hello, this is the second session of tips for cold calling, how to access your client. That's the headline. And one important thing here is that your joy of aiming to help must be bigger than the fear of rejection, because rejection in cold calling is it's the rule rather than the exception. So let's start with the definition of cold calling. Cold calling is the act of contacting decision makers you do not know by phone, mail, or social media in order to achieve a meeting, sell something direct, or get feedback, for example, in surveys. When do you do it? Well, when is the right time for such a call? At the very beginning of the process, so if you've got a new account, or in existing accounts, mostly for extend and conquer strategies. I will explain very shortly what that means. Third time or third point is if you have built an excellent relationship on lower levels and you want to move up the ladder, so you're also going to cold call higher levels. And last but not least, you start developing the accounts at the very beginning. A cold call or cold calling is always part of the game. Now, what does extend and conquer mean? The two strategies that we talked before. When you are in an existing account, it's always going to be the case that you are present in an existing department of that organization with an existing offering. But if you want to go to a new department with your existing offering or with a new offering, you must contact people that you haven't contacted before and that you might not know. So in these two part of your account extension strategy, cold calling is needed. And moving up the ladder actually means that you are using contacts on a lower level, like for example these two guys here on the second lowest level here, who might have good relationships to the second management level, or even here to the CIO, and use these contacts to get to the higher levels here. The most important rule here is always you want to call high, and if you want to go up there, it's important to use contacts that you've got on the lower level, because then the cold calling gets a little bit warmer. So why would you do that? The objectives of a cold call is either to get a first meeting, or to get access to the highest decision maker in the org chart, or to start the executive dialogue. And how do you do it? Actually, there are a few key success factors. Number one, use your existing accounts to make the call warmer. So as you saw in the chart before, if you know people very well in the lower levels, use them to get a recommendation to see other people. Second success factor is that you need an impressive solution for a real problem, either in the account, or if it is a new account, external, or even for an existing account, you can use an external solution. Always go for a real problem and an executive with exactly that problem that you want to contact. And there's nothing worse than a solution looking for a problem. So always start with the problem and try solving that problem. And last but not least, you need a giving approach, which means you deliver things up front, you create a lot of goodwill to build trust, so that the person that you want to see for your first meeting is much more open to see you. That was it for today with the cold calling tips, session 2. And I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Please leave a comment below this blog and contact me, or get on my list to receive updates on my blogs regularly. Speak soon, and have a great time. Amin Rao.